thing we're doing, Sky. This is a special bonus episode that we're doing because you know we take a week off at the end of each month. So this is like a little special thing, and this is only fitting that we have this gentleman on. Because
the man, the myth, the legend. I've heard so many stories.
Many millions and 69 million stories of this guy. It's amazing. I've known this guy since I was basically in high school. Things come full circle. Millions of stories of this guy, and it's only fitting that we have this legend that he's, I don't know where he went, but he's here somewhere. He's going to pop in and come out of nowhere. And let's bring out the man known as Killowatz, Jamal. Where are you at, brother? There he is. Here he comes. There we go. There he is. Dancing on it. Dancing in there. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. That's the move. That's the move to Jamal. Oh. Go cry. That's it. Jamal, how you doing, man? How are you?
What's up, Zach Morris?
Aaron
Sakai.
Hey. Who?
Aaron Sakai, Zach Morris. DJ
Hey.
Zach Morris.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Saved by the wax.
Exactly.
Saved by wax.
So I got a
life, right?
That's a good question.
Music.
Yes, yes. And I gotta go right off the bat. I gotta go with the $1 million question. Okay, that people do not know. We'll go down the line. We have millions of them.
Okay.
Where are you from, bro?
From this small, tiny island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
What?
And where is this set
I
up?
think the name of that island is Moku'o Oahu.
Oh, how many mokus in? Okay.
And I was conceived in Moku'o, Kauai. But then I came out in Oahu, Waikiki to be exact.
Really?
1971. Used to be the old jungle Waikiki, but didn't change after.
Shout out.
And then I got raised in a real little town, rural town in the countryside called Kahalu.
There we go. Shout out. A lot of the hip hop brethren have come out of Kalu.
Kaneohe, Kahalu. Actually, this whole island.
Yeah.
So much time.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's right.
The whole island changed, bro.
So high school then what? Out there?
There's a high school. There's a high school.
I hope so. Is that the one you went to? Which high school did you grad from?
Bro, I graduated from Castle High School.
There we go. Shout out.
Castle, 1989.
Oh, okay.
But I went to plenty of schools.
As do most of us, really. I got kicked out. Right?
But I never got kicked out.
Sorry.
I said this school is kind of junk, so well, I like changed.
Sorry, huh?
Oh. No, but not that school. Well, not the
junk,
school, a couple other schools before that.
Okay. Wow. So is that when you got into? See, my first impressions of you, and I don't know if this was the first impression of what you did.
Yeah.
Did you start out as a breaker? Did you start as a dancer in general that got you into the music whole deal?
So, 1979, I was 4th grade.
Okay.
3rd grade, 4th grade, and that's when locking and popping started getting big.
Yeah.
80s, 80, 81, like that. And everybody started off as a dancer.
Yeah.
Even all the guys that got famous,
Yeah.
like in the 90s, like all the hip hop artists, they all started off as dancers. And that's how we know each other, because from everybody started off locking and popping, graduated to breaking, and then it got to like you can't break anymore. You gotta do freestyle.
Yeah.
And then it got into grooving, and then grooving culminated into all styles, which brought back b-boyism again.
Yeah.
And then everybody said, "Yo, I'm getting kind of old." When there was only 23 years old, said, "Yo, we gotta graduate to making music and DJ."
Right.
And
it just all evolves,
beats.
yeah.
And then some other guys didn't know how to make beats or did graffiti good. But in Hawaii, you had to also surf.
Yeah.
You know, you had to bodyboard. You had to be with like aquanaut too. You know what I mean?
You had to go beach.
You gotta go beach, but you gotta be down with time.
That's right. So, the first party you threw, was this around high school time?
Oh, high school, bro.
What you did in high school?
Well, we used to go like to houses and like big houses in certain neighborhoods where had big mansions. And then any mansion that was kind of empty for like more than 2 weeks, bro, we just throw big parties in there. And that was fun because we never really steal anything. We just leave the house, you know what I mean?
just go and dance. Right? So this would you call that was what started the whole
I think what really
promotion
started,
thing?
No.
You throwing the party, we know you as.
If you was a person who attended any kind of event or party,
yeah,
and you was like, you had a lot of energy, or you was a party animal guy, whatever. Whenever you threw a function, people would attend because they say, oh, that guy's fun, or that person's fun.
Yeah.
So I grew up under a lot of guys who was super fun.
Yeah. And that's what made you super fun. That's why.
I think so. Sometimes I'm fun, sometimes I'm boring.
Yeah, that's everybody. You're all right. And that goes with our first Instagram question. Jamal, you ready?
Yes.
How come you know so many people?
Gee whiz, bro.
How come you know, not even some people, how come you know everyone?
Nah, I really don't know everyone.
No, wait a minute. Okay. Now, when you visited me when I was DJing at Nobu, and this was a great surprise to see that. And when you showed up, and this was this past January, when you stood next to me and we were right by the entrance of the lounge at Nobu, you knew literally every single guy and gal that walked. Every single one. You go, what's up? How's it? It was amazing. So you know a couple guys. So amazing. It's amazing.
Well, you know, growing up around here in Hawaii, you're from an island, so people who are acquainted in island life, we all recognize each other. And being a part of an island, as you know, we're very international, and we see people who come and go from everywhere each and every day.
Yep.
So you acquire this personality, which is, you're always, hey, I remember you, even if you just meet somebody,
Right.
you can already lock into
Right.
a connection, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, and me being a person that has traveled a lot, I'm not just stuck on the rock.
Yep.
I lived elsewhere in various places of the world.
And that's how you grew as a person, and that's how you grew as like the friendliest guy. And you make a person feel comfortable right off the bat. That's for real. Because that's why you know everybody. Because everybody, when you come up, you make like you've been friends forever.
Uncle Jamal.
And that's it. Yeah?
That's the only way. That's the way.
And that's how the legend of you continues. For real, yes. Bro, I'm not gonna have any kind, any kind of guys. So, first time I met you was at a little bar called Liquids University. That I can recollect.
Right, you know what? Hey, this guy still look exactly the same.
I'm old, okay?
He's not old, but I'm older than you. How old are you?
69. I'm just saying, okay? Yeah.
100.
It was 169? It was Liquid Surf then.
Yeah.
Liquids.
Right.
And I was in high school, and you had what was the name of that event that you had at Liquids?
I think that was called Capital Fat.
That is correct. Yes.
Reclaim your site. Capital Fat, reclaim your site.
Yes.
Fame, Bumblebee,
Shout out.
EQ,
Omega 6, Woes.
Omega 6. That's where
Timer.
actually the very first grouping of what became Ookla the Mock and Go Jimmy Go performed together.
Yep.
Shout
out Asher.
Asher, Ryan,
Ookla the Mock. Yep.
Davis,
shout out. Yep.
fucking Ross Bird.
Yep.
All of the Humanakas, the high state,
Yeah.
that includes about everybody in the whole world.
That was 19.
Also, homegrown massive Danny One was staple.
Nayla.
Big ups to Danny One.
Nayla selling tapes.
Nayla.
Selling mixtapes.
Yeah, right before she moved to LA.
Yeah, I always would buy the Z Trip from Nayla.
Right.
Yeah. And that was 97, 98? What do you think, late 90s?
That was about there. Source was next door when Mike G had Source, remember?
Yeah, Source was there because then that's when they had, because then that's where you brought ACL on.
Yeah, it was 98. It was
That was
the beginning of
98.
98.
Yeah. And that was the first time just being introed into the local hip hop scene coming out of high school.
Yeah.
I mean, there was Valentino's where I would sneak into, but.
No, yeah, that's where I initially met you at Valentino's.
See, you remember that, right? Because at Valentino's, I was just kind of blown away with everything. Because
this place reminded me of like Havana Cabana.
This is like a Havana Cabana kind of
Valentino's
situation.
put together,
Yeah. And then from there, that's when I'm introing and see all these guys, because I was a big fan of Humanakas and seeing that you brought all these guys together.
Well, they was already, when I moved back from LA, they was already doing their thing.
Right.
Already.
Right.
You know, with Size.
Right.
And
Shout
Danny
out.
One.
Yeah.
Jimmy Taco.
Right. They were all there.
Chris J.
XL.
Trans. Excel, DJ Excel, yep.
Yeah, it was just amazing.
DJ Asia.
DJ Asia. What's he doing right now? Is he still alive?
At the Sheraton.
He's still at the Sheraton. Wow.
If you go to the Sheraton,
Asia. Don't bring Asia over here. This is antics.
He's gonna be on the 23rd out. You guys hit up the 23rd out.
Oh, he's just gonna be there. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yeah, Hip Hop Time Machine, bro. Second annual.
Yeah.
But it was just the culmination of, it was just an amazing time where I would go to your event, and this was on a Monday night, I believe, right? Was this Monday night?
Yeah, it was Monday.
Right, and it culminated with AC Alone in concert.
Yeah. And
then you had everybody performing.
We see, well, what we used to do, because when I came back from living around in Japan and Los Angeles and everywhere, I noticed that the hip hop movement, because you see, you gotta understand that the hip hop movement from the 80s had died down. By the time it became an industrial agitation to the real culture, its practices, its real practices was called underground, or that's where underground came from.
Yeah.
And it was unified with all parts of counterculture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's a true movement. It's a true movement of humanity. You know what I mean?
It always going against the grain and trying to be different. And
well, just look, take outside, take a look outside. You know,
right.
Look at when you turn on the TV.
Right.
Like there was a time when MTV was the thing.
Right.
You know,
that was all we had.
Yeah.
We didn't have the internet. So
it's like how YouTube used to be kind of cool.
Right.
Before it got all censored.
Everything evolved.
Watered down.
And that's why your event meant so much to me growing up, because in the time where you had it was the late 90s, where hip hop was going through another metamorphosis again.
Yeah.
Where
it was coming back. It was getting back to the element.
It was getting back to the element because it was getting very the sprouting of commercialism.
It was
right?
all about negativity.
Well, right, because it was all about partying. It was about the bad boy thing.
It was about gangsterism, bro.
And you had that, right?
Everybody hating each other and being
everybody
fighting each other.
Right. So that's why going back, it was taking it back again, taking it back to where it was, like Valentino days, early 90s, 93, 94. That's what you did.
Yeah. Oh, at that time, yeah.
Right. So that was the culmination of Capital Fat, and then because a lot of us guys growing up, and you attest to this too, is we were starting to leave hip hop and going into the down tempo movement.
Yeah. Well, it's all part of the whole music.
Right.
Everything is connected.
Right.
There is no separation.
Right.
You have a genre and subgenres for everything.
Exactly.
You got reggae, but you got this kind of reggae, that kind of reggae. Right. You got rock, but you got this kind of rock. You got classical, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I mean, it's the same thing like that. Right?
And then that led to, we're going to talk about Havana Cabana?
Yeah, so Havana Cabana was crazy, because check this out, you guys. It was at Nuuanu, Chinatown, before like Hotel Street is now, okay?
Before all of that.
Politicians, graffiti artists, hip hop heads, punk rockers, DJs, all used to cruise together in this place. And because it was a cigar shop, everybody would get away with burning bloods.
Yep. I was there.
I'm telling you,
I didn't do
the politicians of this island was right in there, cruising with everybody, listening to me spit revolution, rebel lyrics.
Yeah.
Because I'm an anti-system guy, you know what I mean?
Indeed you are.
Period, bro.
Yes. And,
and you know.
But there was another group, a cast of thousands in there, and I met a lot of people through there, and you connected everybody. Yeah. Quadraphonics.
Because everybody in this life needs to have a bridge to each other somehow.
Right.
Because we all have something that, it's a synergy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Even our body is a synergy, a political synergy. Like our organs all need each other.
They do, indeed.
To create our entire
engine
function. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
It's like a car. We're all a car.
Right.
And there's a lot of cars in Havana Cabana because all these guys would be in there.
It was funny because you would see like all
kind of characters in there.
Yep. And it was all smoking blunts like it was cigars.
You got the. It looks like that's
cigar. I don't say any names, Paulo.
One time I'll go and forget already. And then I always remember you'd have like a million DJs like scheduled. Like you'd always be like, come on, come spin, come on. So now you would bring me down and it'd be like 10 other guys, and like there's only three hours.
Because
what are we gonna do here? Well, it was hilarious.
If I didn't do that, you would have become really discouraged with everything.
Right.
And there was a reason why I used to put everything and stack everything onto each other, because you gotta really take it at the time when people are really feeling it.
Yeah.
You guys was feeling it. If that didn't happen, you would have fell out. You wouldn't even be doing this show right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Delv wouldn't be doing what he's doing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody would have fell off and thought, oh, hope I have no
just
use
be
in
stressed.
this world.
Exactly.
I just, you know, entered the
you made us feel belonging and wanted. So that was the thing that
that's what is important.
You helped us grow.
Yeah.
You know, so and that was a big thing. And there was, you know, me and the other 29 DJs that were there. We were all just like, we all felt good, and it was a crazy party.
Yeah. And you guys was kids, so you guys still had that rebel vibe, you know.
It was all piss off, you know.
Well, but you guys but then we see you with charisma, and you had young people are smarter than they realize. They just have authority, and you know, things like that. Who they tell them, hey, stop. I'm the one who will dictate what kind of, you know.
Right. How long Havana Cabana went for? How long did you do that?
About 3.5 years. That's where Quadraphonics was born.
Right. Shout out Quadraphonics.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that's a whole other thing that always you have that you.
Everybody came. Jeru one time out after was putting away everything. Was putting everything away. It was putting all the records in the car. Here comes this dread Rasta on a red tourist moped.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him. I'm like, Jeru. He's looking at me. He pulls over. And bro, what is my first record? The Wrath of the Math. I'm like, hey, sign this. And he's like tripping out, like, yo, he just made this turn. These kids called him off his moped and had his record right there. And from there, we got him back into doing, like, he came and hosted the ITF.
Yeah. He performed at ITF. Yeah.
And with Tony Touch came down with Grandmaster Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, all the OGs, big respect, man.
Did you have any performances there at Havana Cabana?
Yeah, Hieroglyphics, the whole Hyro was there.
Yeah.
There was the group, so much people. I forget her.
Too many guys there.
Yeah. Oh, Atmosphere when they first came, but that was a Big City Diner.
Was that Grouch and Eli too when they first came down?
Grouch and Eli first came, Big City Diner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
that was the Wave. No, that was Havana Cabana time.
Oh yeah, we'll get to the Wave. But was Big City Diner the next thing you did after Havana Cabana? What was your next event after Havana Cabana ended?
Me and Lucas did Get Up Stand Up.
Was that Pongo Pongo?
No. It was the Wave.
Okay.
Thursday, Get Up Stand Up.
Okay.
And remember, Flash did Pussycat Lounge.
Flash was Pussycat Lounge,
the Stone Brew family. Like,
that's right.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Roberto.
That's why I want Flash on there, because he's got all the. And then don't forget 1739.
1739, him, Don, and Jason. Yeah. And that's where we was. Quadraphonics was Fungus. And we was called Fungus, and we was psychedelic, funk, hip hop, like everything was psychedelic. And then had this one night when Jonathan and Brett dressed up like cheerleaders, and they got into a fight, bro, during the set.
Oh, yeah?
And they was fighting during the set. With
cheerleaders.
With cheerleader clothes on.
I don't remember that one.
Wait up. We're gonna wait up.
Lay it down.
Yeah. Edit this part.
Okay, it's not a live show. There we go. That's right.
Oh, you seen that? Oh, magic.
Well, we feel better now.
Okay.
So after Havana was Get Up Stand Up.
Yeah.
But then would you show up for Pussy? Who was the one? Flash was Pussycat Lounge.
Flash was Pussy, and then me and Lucas was Get Up Stand Up, and that's when had Nick's Fish Market.
Lucas did Nick's Fish Market, right?
And that's when Guapele first came out.
Right.
And she performed.
Yes.
The opening night of Nick's Fish Market.
That's right. And that would be Drama.
Sub-Zero. Slant
would be there.
Who else?
That was an interesting one too. That was
Grant.
Yeah.
G-Dog.
Yeah.
And Gary Owens, skateboarder.
Oh, shout out Gary Owens.
Right.
How old is Gary Owens?
He's in Vegas, bro. He's still
in Vegas.
He's like 60 years old. He's picking up pools, bro.
He's still skating. Oh, great. Roll Hawaiian Pool Company. They still got that company? Yeah.
No, that was G-Dog.
That's G-Dog.
I think he's doing pomade now.
G-Dog's fixing hair, man. He's doing Grant's Golden Brand. Shout out.
It is?
Yeah. He really does. You guessed right. He does pomade.
Yeah.
He's in LA. Yeah.
It's a Blam set because Blam spun for the
Y-Ram, the skate competition. Yeah. Grant was here for that. Yeah.
At Hilton, yeah.
That was at Hilton?
At the beach.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out Grant. He gave
What
me
is
this
the
stuff.
20 for?
20 minutes past.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm giving you plenty of time, but we're
So
just
you're gonna give me a 20 sack, right?
only 20 minutes. I go, yeah, wait a minute. No, don't be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. No, we ain't taking no breaks.
I'm
Right?
just kidding.
No,
I'm on
breaks enough
probation
for
anyway.
Marathon.
I'm on probation, but I cannot drink.
Yeah, no worry. Really?
Yep.
Wow. Did you go to the Y-Rap competition?
Nope.
You didn't go to that?
I was invited, but I had to work, bro. I do.
You ever seen me on the beach? I was there on the beach. Rare thing, bro. But I was there, yeah. Grant was there. And yeah, you working
He still
out.
looked the same, man.
Grant still looks the same.
Bro, he
Asian
older
or
than
something.
everybody, bro. He looked like the kind Judge Ito, remember Judge? From the kind.
OJ.
The OJ Simpson case.
Yes, yes. Shout out Judge Ito reference. But yeah, shout out to Grant. That's another guy that helped me with my start along with yourself. And
Yeah.
what got Quadraphonics? Getting back to them, how did they start?
Okay, it started off at Valentino's as the Triads, and this was during the Indo Jazz Massive when it had all the cool guys from HPU back in the day, like Zarin, all the Malaysian guys like that, and Steven Surya.
Yeah.
And Steven Surya, Asia, and Manifest, Jeff Hartzell,
Shout out,
initially,
yeah.
and Size One initially
Size
was
One.
doing Valentino's, but then you know, so when I came back from LA, I already was like promoting a lot in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Like the underground hip hop stuff here and there with Trip the Lights, right? So I just had that energy, and they're like, "Yo, man, we need to." So I ended up doing it, and then they had other things to do afterwards. So I just kind of like fostered the thing.
Yeah.
And continued on. Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Was there. T-Bone.
Wow.
The Abyss, like that.
Abyssman, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. That's back in the day name. Abyssman, they were always like.
Oh, D motherfucking D. Darren.
Oh.
Gilmore.
DMFD.
And his brother Kyle was the manager for Suicidal Tendencies.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
Which, by the
DMFD
way,
brought. Do you remember DMFD brought Beck to Tower Records?
Yeah, he brought Beck here.
Remember what we were watching Tower Records Beck? And like first album, he's doing like I'm a Loser, and like Rustin was like.
Yeah.
We didn't know where he was gonna go with this.
That was Grant.
Grant brought Beck?
Yeah. No.
Oh, Grant.
He was on Borders. They was doing the records.
Well, they had.
And,
Oh yeah, then that was with that DJ Min was there.
Yeah,
they had Mixmaster Mike there.
Mixmaster.
They had the DJ battle there. Shout out Total One, Information Guys, Information. Todd.
Elite was there.
Right. This was Borders by Kelly was the place to get records.
Yeah.
Back in the late '90s.
Oh, but in the 70s and 80s, you could get records at Long's Draw. You could get records at Pay and Save.
Pay and Save, shout out.
Or Sack and Save would have records.
Yeah.
You could get like, bro, you could go to Sears and get like brand new. Oh,
Sears had records.
Holiday Mart.
Yeah.
Holiday
Mart.
Mart.
Yeah.
That's like going to Don Quixote for your music.
Don Quixote. It's always gonna be Holiday Mart to me, bro. Never mind. Not even die. It's Holiday Mart. It's a Holiday Mart.
And Sure Kid had all the Kikaida coming right up.
Yeah.
Right.
Laser disc.
Zoboga. Zoboga was the first Transformer.
That's right.
Yep. Zoboga.
Wow. You should have been on last week with the Toy and Joy's owner here. Could have talked to him.
Yeah, but get them a Kikaida dolls.
Yeah, there's a Nintendo.
The reboot was pretty nuts, bro.
Which one?
The Kikaida one, the 2014 one.
Why did I not see that? You want to watch that?
Kind of slow, but first, yeah, after we talk about
He's a fan of Kikaida.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Kikaida 01.
Kikaida over Kamen Rider. What do you think?
And Kamen Rider V3 was the meanest,
Yeah,
bro.
I
All
think
of them
Kamen
was
Rider.
all created by Ichiro,
Yeah.
the guy, what's his name? The guy.
The
Kamen
guy.
Rider is number one.
Good enough. Kamen Rider number one. More fun. We're
No, I tell you why you guys see that, because his motorcycle was bad.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah.
the Suzuki, bro.
Of course, that's what it is.
Kikaida them had the Kawasaki's with the sidecar, so it kind of looked kind of odd. But Kamen Rider V1, V2, V3 had the freaking first, what do you call them, the on-road, off-road enduros.
Oh.
And
Some
if
bike
you know,
knowledge,
yeah,
bro. I don't
yeah.
know.
That's where enduros.
Just watch the
became
cartoon and then
popular.
turn them on.
If it wasn't for those Japanese superheroes, enduros wouldn't. That was the advertisement for enduros, bro. Was those shows?
I did not even. I was just, I watch them and then I turn on. I watch Voltron after. Kitchen of
Hey,
K-Magic.
No way, bro. You know what is the most classic in Hawaii? After the 6 o'clock news, guess
Yeah.
what was on? Ultra Man.
Ultra.
Ultra
You know back in the early 80s. Yeah.
Seven.
Before Wheel of Fortune, it was Ultra Man.
Before Wheel of Fortune, it was Ultra Man. Yep. But all his brothers, the Ultra 7.
Society is set up.
Shout out Society said.
Deep cut Japanese shows.
This is deep cuts. This is
That was K.I. Fever. That's K.I. Oh, Battle Fever. Yeah, but they came off of Gold Rangers.
Well, Star Blazers. You talking about that?
Star Blazers.
That's kind of like sellout kind of Star Blazers. Yeah. Robotech kind of sellout kind of.
Was actually the kind, bro.
Macross.
Yeah. Okay, so what else?
Back to hip hop.
Okay, back to
the grid again.
Okay, let's scratch back in the wave Waikiki. I wanted to get into like what kind of stuff went down in wave Waikiki. What
I remember
when I
when I
say
was
wave Waikiki, what comes to mind?
I remember when I was a kid, I would hang out in Waikiki. Waikiki was the spots, bro, like Power Station, Tower of Power, like for dancing. And back then,
Pink Cadillac, man.
it was 18-year-old alcohol, right?
Yeah.
So that means you could be in a club while you're 16. That was the 18 years old back then.
Yeah.
So like, you know, you kind of do your homework, then if you're 13, 14 and you look like you 18 or 16, you can still get in. So we was like 13, 14, getting in all the clubs.
Yeah.
I started promoting Kuhio with Gizmo and Kavika, Cousin Slash them like that.
Yeah.
They pass out flyers, bah. Yeah, shoot. This is like 1985.
It's so 80s.
Yeah.
I saw the flyer.
But the papers was like paper flyers, like paper.
Then it got harder.
You know, like ditto sheets from school. Stuff like that, bro.
Xerox.
Kind.
Construction paper.
When the ink wasn't even all the way on. Like, hey, just come in, $2 off. It was only like $3 cover charge back then.
Oh.
And that was expensive.
That was.
The back door at the airport where all the punk shows used to be, and Macho and Cool Connection was used to play.
Yeah.
That was like, they used to get you there, you get free show you chicken.
That ain't happening now.
That was, that's how they got people to the shows.
Right.
He's like, yo, gonna have food.
You get food. Yeah. That was how it worked. Poo-poos.
That was classic.
Before I forget, because it's gonna go all over the place. I gotta go. You're in California for a time.
So I kind of grew up over there because my mom is from California.
Right. Did you try to pursue like Hollywood stuff?
I moved to Hollywood with my friend Rollins Wood, professional bodyboarder, and he was DJing at the time.
Yeah.
And I just came back from Japan, touring with this Japan pop star, and I was doing the backup dancing with all like, you know, Too Swift, Robert Pirate Vincent, Mark K. Wallace, Coolie Jackson from Solid Gold.
Yeah. And
we was like the dancers. We're all the b-boys and hip-hop dancers. And Japan, I don't know if you've ever been to Japan, but like their scene is like one of the most progressive scenes in the entire world. Like, you know what I mean? So there's mad dance. You go to a spot like this spot, like in the mountains of Mount Fuji. We driving in our bus, pull over our spot, boom, and this is a dance hall club in the middle of the forest. Like, what the fuck?
That's Japan.
Yeah, bro.
So it being in Hollywood, then did you?
Oh, now so anyway.
Gigs, or what were you?
Oh yeah, so when I went over there, I was just like 20, 21 years old still.
Okay.
You know, young chicken, whatever it's called. And then they wanted me to be an actor.
Okay.
You know, but I wasn't really into
you got that look,
acting. Yeah, but I was younger, you know.
Right.
So my first week I moved there. I was in LA. Actually moved there because I was going back and forth, but I was cruising at the Viper Room. I was cruising and had all like fucking Johnny Depp them, and all of a sudden somebody said, "Oh, this guy Rivers, he's sick. He's on the floor." I'm like, that's when all that stuff happened.
Yes, you did
and
see that.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I came back to the apartment. I told Rollins, "Bro, I'm not hanging around with trying to do that." I fell back in love with hip hop again, and the b-boyism. I was more down with the streets.
Right.
It's you know, Hollywood is Hollywood.
Right.
It's a status.
Right.
It's a whole different aptitude, bro.
That was what shook you back.
Yeah, and I was more like hanging out with people from the hood, from the barrio. We lived kind of like La Brea, Sunset, you know, and then Echo Park, and then, you know, Inglewood, and then I would go and visit Crenshaw and go to the Good Life.
Yeah.
And I would live in live in Venice.
Yeah.
And then my boy Jason Sugars, which was in our group. Big ups Chase. They're all from like Ghost Town and Dog Town. Like, oh bro, I used to cruise with all like the suicidal tendencies guys.
Yeah.
Like everybody, bro.
Yeah.
And then we was dancing and we go to the dancing circles. And bro, like the guys who became the Far Side, there was 2 for 2. And then the Black Eyed Peas was called the Abba and Clan.
Yeah.
And then Exhibit was dancing. Tupac, right before he did the single I Get Around, he was we was all dancers.
Right.
So we would dance till like 6 in the morning everywhere. Raves, all raves have a hip hop room.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like back in the days, it was standard. You gotta have a hip hop, dope hip hop room.
Yeah.
You gotta have a dope house room.
Yeah.
A good ass reggae room. You gotta have like a rock and roll, like
the jungle room.
Mod room. Yeah, like the drum and bass.
Drum and bass room. Yeah.
Like you had to have like 5, 6 rooms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was interesting
and
odd
like,
time.
yeah, so like all the Melrose, kind of like the Hollywoodish spots, Gas Panic. Well, one time, so we're living in Los Angeles, and then Delicious Vinyl did this night, and this dancehall artist named Red Fox was playing.
Yeah.
And guess who was the featured MC of that night?
Here we go.
Boogaloo Buzz, J Sonics.
Oh, shout out Boogaloo Buzz. Now that's
so
a
we all
name.
roll in, bro. He's ripping it up in Cali, bro.
One of the many in the Humanata. What's Buzz doing right now?
Stay Maui.
Really?
Yeah, raising his family.
Okay, family man.
I had to say that. Big ups, Jay.
We got Boogaloo Buzz.
Yeah. And then so what else?
So
talking.
Here we go. No, but this is why you're here. This is why you're here. We have another Instagram question.
Oh,
it's from the man known as DJ Static.
Oh yeah, Static.
Shout out Monty.
What? Okay, I know exactly what he's gonna say already. Okay, so Static.
Wait a minute, what?
Wait, so Static. Wait.
I gotta throw out the question.
He's the guy that pulled the fire alarm, bro.
Okay, yes. Try wait. So DJ Static's question.
I know.
Tell Jamal the time they thought Static pulled the fire alarm on Carmen Electra.
Okay, so wait.
What the hell happened there? What is this?
So wait. So Wayne, MC Trans, my brother MC Trans, much love and respect. He was working at the airlines with Evan Waters, and then every now and then, Static, Monty guys, Root Funk, they would come make their rounds to LA to do business and everything. And he was still with Kai. I think they're still together to this day.
Oh really?
Yeah. From one Radio Free Hawaii.
Just Kai.
Yeah, just Kai.
She had the first hip hop show on Radio Free.
Right. So, I was actually with my ex girlfriend at the time. It was Deanie. This actress named Deanie Dakota.
Okay.
And she ended up being best friends with.
Was it Carmen Electra?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we used to play cards all the time. They had Boom Boom, Kaluna, all those kind of guys from Booyah. They used to come, Uncle Pele, and some other the Dion, and all my other homeboys from Los Angeles. I haven't seen them for like 30 years, bro. You guys better still be alive. Out of trouble.
Yeah.
Word. And anyway. Yeah, so Monty and them they just came over that night and we was all playing cards, and that's where all these stories come from.
So what fire alarm, where was Carmen Electra?
So we was living
Why
on
did
Gower.
Static did it?
We was living on Gower.
Okay.
Gower Studios, Paramount Studios.
Okay.
Gower. And there was a fire alarm at our apartment. He proved accident.
So he did pull this.
Yeah, because I said,
"Hey,
all right, Monty, I'll see you when we get home." Yeah, shoots. 5 minutes later. I know who it is. You know what I mean?
So so he pulls the fire alarm in the building where Carmen Electra's at. So how does this involve Carmen Electra?
Oh, she's just like our homegirl.
Okay, she's just hanging out.
She was staying with us.
Okay.
She was breaking up with somebody at that time.
Okay, that Prince.
Who's also.
Wow. How was Carmen Electra like as just hanging out? She was just cool.
Bro, we played trumps, fool. We used to play trumps, bro. She was like, yeah, bam.
It's like you down, yeah. Play trumps. Okay.
She's an awful player, bro. She's an awful player.
Cool. She won plenty. You guys play for money?
Nah, just for props.
There you go. So with that, I got another internet question.
Okay, hi.
Okay, here we go. Where is the fountain of youth?
The fountain of youth is in your own, is in each and every individual. Because we all have a child inside of us, right?
That's correct, yeah.
So you can bring it out, or you can just let it be trapped inside.
Right. And that's it. That's it. Well said, sir. Well said. I gotta go with this one. Now, this name has evolved. So the question is, how did you get the Killowatz the Mongoose name?
Okay, so anyway, when I was in Los Angeles and we were having our group called Killowatz,
Yeah.
fantastic. Everybody would say, "Hey, Jamal." When your name's Jamal, everyone's gonna call you Jamalski. But there's already Jamalski.
That's correct. Yes.
Everyone's gonna say Jamal, but there's already Jamal Fade
Feed them all. What
Jam,
do you do?
and there's already tons of DJ Jams, MC Jam,
Yeah,
one,
neat.
MC Jam.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, "Oh, Jamal, you can't keep still. You're just like a ball of energy." So one of the brothers, my brother Jason Sugars from Killowatz, JVS Slim,
Oh yeah, Charlotte.
he said, let's call them Killowatz. Killowatz the Mongoose. No, he didn't say the Mongoose. I call myself the Mongoose because everyone would say, I used to live with these Jamaican guys, and they go, "My dude, you move around, you swear like you are a Mongoose." So I took what Jason said and what these guys said, and I called myself Killowatz the Mongoose. And a Mongoose is actually like, like I'm always about anti the system, and I think of that as like I'm battling those guys,
Yeah.
the evil guys.
Yeah. That's perfect.
But then I became best friends with my brother, whose name Arnanta, who's the Cobra. But then I learned that there's good like, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
learn about things.
Yeah. Wow. That perfectly makes sense, because every time when you come in, you just all of a sudden dancing away, and then whenever you jump into the cipher, you always come correct. Just out of nowhere, you just come on and boom.
It used to be like that. I mean, I had to
Before
get back on it because I side detoured,
Right.
Yeah.
What was the last party you threw?
Shit, it was.
Because you had Big City Diner, and then
The last one.
what after that?
Oh, it was the last Micah 9 show that I did with Justin Bohm, and that was like about a year. Oh, in May.
Okay.
It was probably in May or April.
Right.
April.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last year.
And then, by the way, Haiku Data, which
Yep.
is Micah 9, AC Alone, and Abstract Root.
Yeah.
Okay? They're going to be playing at Next Door on March 24th.
That is, how many times did they come down here?
They never came
Not the
as
three?
Mike, Aaron, and Eddie,
Yeah.
ever.
They've always come solos.
Solo, or
Yeah.
maybe one, two,
Yeah.
couple guys couldn't make it. Like, the first time AC Alone came, Jupiter was supposed to be there too, but he was also on probation.
Right.
Or as far as I understand. I know, because I'm on probation. I cannot leave, I cannot go nowhere.
You can't leave. Just stay here.
I mean, I can, but then,
Come back.
can I come back?
Well, yeah, then, But another thing that you're going to be at that we need to talk about is on the 23rd of March, where
Yeah, what's
we have,
happening again?
we get the
Oh,
hip-hop.
yeah.
You hosting them, bro. I don't know what you like. Hip Hop Time Machine, bro. Part 2.
Hip Hop Time Machine.
So, okay, so what are we to expect with Hip Hop Time Machine? All the records going to be there, hand trucks going to be hand trucking the vinyl in.
Okay,
What are you going to be doing in this?
Okay, so last year they had this event at Encore Saloon called the Hip Hop
The
Time
Hip Hop Time
Machine.
Machine.
And it was Sister Lauren Turon
Yep.
and Frank Durego.
That's right, brother Frank. Yep.
Wait.
There you go. Good call on that. A lot of people just keep going.
Pull the fire alarm.
I like it. I like it.
Hey, Monty's in. Oh, hey,
Static, where you stay? You downstairs, you fucker.
Okay, so check it out. So they did this thing, right? And it was awesome to have all the APB guys and
Yep.
Information, which is the
Back.
whole crew,
Yeah.
had Fitted, had a lot of, see, back in the days, you see what made all like Capitol Fat and all the old school parties amazing was all of these very bright, creative, imaginative, super energetic individuals would all congregate at these spots. And what was important was that each and every one of them became their own entity in this world to this day.
Yeah.
Which is very hard to get them in the same room again. So that's what this is all about.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's about getting these guys that like they started. This is like how the nucleus started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All the names are there.
But they never ever. Well, I'm too busy. I got this going on. Like you know. I mean, as it is, Del them are still gonna be across the street at Manifest that night, rocking out too. You know.
That's right. Yeah.
And him and the Nocturnal Sound Crew are big part
We're
of
still in the game.
what we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude, they're on another level.
That's a whole other thing.
But you know what I mean? I mean, like this is like guys like Blam.
Yeah.
You know, Curtis, DJ Slant,
DJ Slant, shout out.
DJ Jedi.
Yeah. Coming out of retirement, DJ Jedi. He hasn't spun in forever. He sold most of his records, so I don't know what he's gonna be playing.
Yeah. But no, Jedi is like that type of dude. Like he's a Jedi, you know what I mean?
Well, we don't need to go any further than.
So Jedi is just like being an avatar, you know what I mean? So he's a sound avatar.
Did you know Jedi and I, we went to wrestling school together? Did I tell you that?
Sound avatar.
So yeah.
Yeah, Sakai is the guy like in Breakfast Club. Yeah.
Which one?
The guy, the wrestler guy.
Oh, the wrestler guy. Okay.
Who's that?
I'm Emilio.
Emilio! Emilio!
Alright, yes, alright.
Emilio.
Fair enough. That night of the Roxbury reference, sorry. But, yes, I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, we went to wrestling school and I threw up and it was fun.
Yeah!
We went to pro wrestling school. We didn't go to collegiate wrestling school.
Yeah. But
we tried to be a tag team and stuff. It was a stupid.
that's what happens. That's when coach knows you're working hard, is when you throw up, bro.
So you know, it's like you're giving it all, bro.
Yeah, you're doing your abs.
I said, I'm still ready. Slam me again, you bastard. Yeah, whatever.
I remember.
But yeah. So Janelle will be there. Who else will be there? We got another bunch.
Revised too.
Revised will be there.
Okay, yeah. So, but it's gonna be it's gonna be a double decker DJ setup.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna do the fours, okay.
And it's all wax.
4x4.
Yeah. So we're gonna take it back to the days, because I don't know if people understand how it used to be to throw clubs back in the day.
It's tired.
You do. See, look at it. Show me your arms
again.
again.
If it wasn't for this,
like, it was all these records you see behind it. Like, to be a DJ, you had to be in good shape.
You had to live.
Yep. There was no such thing as an out of shape DJ.
And you don't know what to play that night because you don't know who's gonna show up.
Yeah.
Especially on one of your nights. So you gotta bring every little bit of everything. So we literally got the hand trucks. Delvin and I were the first guys to bring hand trucks. We're still idiots.
No, Daniel J.
Daniel J had a hand truck. But everybody just had a bag. I mean, you're not gonna work with a bag.
Oh, speaking of old school, sorry to interrupt, but I don't know when this show is gonna be featured. But on this Thursday, for people who are in the audience now, you get to meet up on Thursday at 5:30. I forget it. Where James Cole is spinning on South King Street.
James Cole spinning?
Yeah, and it's an old school night, and it's gonna feature a guy, Johnny J Jam, Johnny Santiago, the original OG.
This is on this Thursday? Yeah. Wow, I didn't hear about this. Yeah. Okay.
So
shout out to the people in the crowd.
I don't know where I have it on my phone.
Where would that be at?
It's gonna be on somewhere on South King Street.
South King Street.
Yeah. Well, you know, after the show.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But speaking of vinyl, see, I wanna do this. I'm gonna throw out some album covers to you.
Yeah.
And I want you just your first reaction, your thoughts. Okay, we've got a good vinyl selection.
Yeah.
Here in this establishment. Let's go pull them out.
Yeah.
Let's go pull the first one. We got records,
bro.
bro.
I already see that's Paul's Boutique.
Paul's Boutique, obviously it's Paul's
Beastie
Boutique.
Boys.
Right. With the gatefold cover, right? This was the most expensive album ever created.
But look, it's definitely a reprint.
That's a reprint, yeah.
Yeah, because you see how good.
It's nice kind of quality. But an album like that will never be made again, because you know that's the most expensive album of samples.
But you know what?
Sample clearances galore.
Yeah, but aside from just records, cassettes need to be made back again. Cassettes.
There you go. Here we go. Next one.
Oh yeah. So this is a Hawaii standard. This is 70s. This is the Beamer Brothers.
There you go.
Honolulu City Lights. If you look around,
they're out there.
Lights tonight.
Classic album. Classic album. Okay, talk to us about this one, bro.
Okay, so in the 80s,
this is it.
Mod music and the British invasion once again. This is General Public, was also English called English Beat. Mirror in the bathroom.
That's it.
This is the jam. Tenderness.
That was a time, huh? Okay, speaking of money, samples.
Okay, so Steely Dan. Steely Dan is a music soundscape of very, very ahead of their time kind of guys.
So what was the sample, the big one? Black Cow was that one, and who used that one? Remember that one?
She's everybody, bro.
Oh, Lord Tariq, Peter Guns.
Peter Guns.
There you go.
There you go.
Him and Bob James, bro.
Bob James, yeah. That's another one. Okay, talk to us about this one.
Okay, so in the days when everyone was listening to Thelonious Monk, Mr. Marcellus Sr., Miles was still a young kid. Oscar Peterson was the man. Oh, also back in the Nat King Cole era.
This might be a reprint too.
Yeah, this has got to be a reprint.
Unless
this was at grandma's house for like 40, 50 years and nobody touched them.
That's good condition now.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so here's one I gotta throw at you here. If you had to pick, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
If you had to pick one rapper and one DJ from Hawaii to form a group with you, who would you pick?
Oh, I can. Jeez, man, you see, when you ask me a question like that, my brain goes.
Oh.
And I don't know what to say. Because I think of every single person.
Yeah.
Like you can't really ask a person like me a question like that.
I know.
I would think of everybody.
Called the Swerve,
I would think of people who don't even rap and DJ. But what if they did rap and DJ? Like that's just how it is.
Convenient, huh?
You can ask this. Okay, next
Good
one.
reference, huh? Who would you say, like, as far as when you threw a party? Okay, who would be your go-to guys as far as like to work with, to have DJ?
Well, you know what? No, I tell you what, bro. When I used to do nights,
yeah,
the DJs used to just hold me up and say, "I'm spinning." Delv was like, "Oh, I'm on the bill." He would just show up. Wow, what's up?
Oh, how's it?
Sakai was the only guy who was like, "Can I DJ that night?" You were the only guy who had manners. Fame would be like, "No, I'm DJing that night."
How's your Fame?
I'm DJing at 10:30. And 10:30 would come and he wouldn't even be there. And he'd be like, "He's smoking out somewhere." And then he'd show up at 11:30 like, "I'm not feeling it." And then he'll wait till the club gets super packed and be like, "Okay, yeah, now I think I'm gonna DJ." And then and Delv would just like mad dog the spot, like, yo. And Bumblebee was like, "Ah, man, you gonna do a party? Okay, I'll spin." And bring like all his records. And those were like the guys.
Well, Bumblebee was the man. So.
Bumblebee and Darren. DB was the other guy.
DB, shout out DB.
DB had manners.
These are computers now.
Joey had manners.
Yeah.
Like they would only like the other guys. Like I would do a show, I wouldn't even book them, and they would show up with all their records. And I wouldn't be like, well, I can't tell them no. You know what I mean? Like you guys brought all your shit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
They bring the turntable, bring the mixer.
So I'd be like, oh shit, okay, yeah. And the guys that I did tell them that, okay, I said, yo, yeah. Or I'd be stuck in the middle, like, okay, everybody just do.
I'm going home then. Okay, Jamal.
Yeah. No, but we would get the club owners to allow us to stay open till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yes.
You did, yeah, you did.
I said, just cover the door, just cover the door, lock the door.
That's right, you covered the door.
That was back in the day.
That's right.
Just lock the door.
I remember the cover the door.
Cover the door.
He's anybody. Look at the mission, look at you guys. That's right. The cover the door trick.
And just don't sell alcohol, just in case commission came in.
You did do that.
You know.
Yeah.
And there was different stipulations back then too. It's like a little bit more like today, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But do you always would, whenever you mention me, you always would tell this story about a certain mixtape.
Oh yeah. So when this guy was back in the days when his passion was straight just DJ, Kapahooli days, he was still living in Kapahooli. He was super shy, bro. This guy. You would never think he's doing a show like this now. Never, ever. He would be the last guy on camera. He was like, no,
that's why I asked you politely.
And one day he comes in and he was like, here, I made this tape. I'm like, what? You made this tape? He's like, I made a tape. He made a mixtape. And the first song was Cockroaches by Necro. Cockroaches. Remember that?
Holly got hit. Yeah.
And I had a song already. It was called Underground Alien. Remember that?
Yes.
And I love living with roaches and mice.
That was what you would tell me. He was like really excited about
what
it.
What is good is like, remember the Beast
Right.
of Buzzards and the Jones of a Bones? Remember that?
And that's why I made the mixtape.
And I was like, wow! And it had like everything. Like this guy's mixtape
like
was so raw. And it had like, I think it had like Latyrix on it.
Yeah, because I wanted it to stand out because everybody was using a 4-track recorder to record these mixes.
Yeah.
So I called the thing "Fuck the 4-track."
It's right. You
Where I
kept
spun
it
it
wax. Yeah.
Because then I wanted to. Well, that's how we gotta stand out. So that's like to get myself noticed. So that's why I made the tape.
Gotta also Just 1-0. Big up Just 1-0.
Oh yeah, yes.
Brother.
Great man, Just 1-0. He's in Cali.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing.
Yeah.
In the Bay.
He's the
That's
break,
the ill
the
figures.
break king.
So yeah. So the ill figures became like the Mighty Four now. All those guys.
Yeah.
Like Ron, John.
Yeah.
The twins.
Wow.
It's the Frisco family right there.
A lot of guys from there as well.
Yeah. I mean, throughout the years, when you have when you're part of the music circles, when that's your passion, you get to meet everybody. That's another way that you know a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of passions. Like I don't know, do music. I do this, I do that, I do this, and I do that.
You're doing it all, right? It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to have you on here. I tell you, the stories could go on. We could be here till the wee hours.
Yeah.
But we'll have you on again. I think we have to do like a part 2 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, can I say something? Can I say something?
Here we go. All right, in closing, sir. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, like right now, the world is in dire need of people to be in touch with their passions, because if not, you're not going to really ever find a venue or a macrocosm of anything that's going to help you heal yourself. The healing is microcosm. It's inside of you. You know what I mean? So whether it is you draw or you make music, or if you're a supporter, people can be supporters. The supporter is the most important person in the whole arena.
Right.
They're just as important as the person in the arena.
Right.
The only part that makes sometimes a supporter not important is in the critique values, the morals of you have to be able to engage, and if you're doing that, then you're outside of yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Always the philosopher, the legend that you are, and you are a legend. Yes, I think you are.
Just a regular
And yes, I know, but I think you're a legend. And I tell you what.
legend of support.
I take cockroaches one time. Yeah. Well, let's get out of here. I tell you what, Jamal, Killowatz, ladies and gentlemen, this is the man.